She's in a full black cocktail dress and her gorgeous sash and her crown, her tiara. Please welcome to the show, folks, Mrs. Maryland 2010. Thank you. Absolutely. You were just crowned on June 12th, just a couple weeks ago. Former U.S. Army captain.
Yes.
We salute you.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Former U.S. Army captain Raquel Riley Thomas was crowned Mrs. Maryland America on June 12th. Raquel's pageant platform is veterans employment, taking care of our heroes and their families. Raquel started her career in 1990 as a photojournalist in the U.S. Army. She was awarded a Reserve Officers Training Corps scholarship to Hampton University, which is in Norfolk, Virginia?
Well, it's actually in Hampton, Virginia. It's right down the street from Norfolk.
Okay. Yes. She received a Bachelor of Arts degree in psychology, graduating with honors as a distinguished military graduate. She went on to become an ordnance officer in the Army and served our country for 9 years before leaving the U.S. Army at the rank of captain. That is just hot. That is hot. Guys, she's hot. And she can pull a grenade. And she packs heat. Watch out.
That's right.
Raquel is currently a marketing consultant at the Department of Veterans Affairs in Washington, D.C. Prior to her Mrs. Maryland title, Raquel was crowned Mrs. Prince George's County, which is also in the fine state of Maryland, and will vie for the title Mrs. America in September of this year in Tucson, Arizona. Right. Raquel was selected as a Leader of the Future by Ebony Magazine. Is a member of the Delta Sigma Theta sorority. Is that the green and pink one?
No.
Oh, sorry!
That was a fatal flaw.
Awesome! The first controversial part. Excellent.
That was a
what are your colors? What are your colors?
Crimson and cream.
Excellent. And, ooh, that's like red velvet cake.
Yes.
Yum!
Which is my favorite.
Excellent. Raquel's also involved with Jack and Jill of America, which is an organization committed to nurturing and guiding children to becoming future leaders, and is an active member of the Greater Washington Fashion Commerce Chamber. What are you laughing at, Mr. Producer?
He was all high-fiving you when you said crimson and cream.
Goodness gracious.
I think there's a cue back there. I think
exactly. Raquel makes her home in Maryland and is married to Ron Thomas, an attorney and former West Point football star. He didn't just play football, he's a football star. Yes. And they have 2 children along with a robot named R2. Yes. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm excited for you. I mean, you just got crowned.
I did. I'm still kind of, it's a surreal moment right now. I'm still in shock.
Tell us about the pageant. How many women how many counties are there in Maryland, I don't even know, that competed for this title?
Actually, we didn't have that many. We only had, I think it was a total of 6 of us.
Oh.
And yes, I actually expected more, but that was okay because the less, more competition for me, but at the same time, I just wanted to make sure that we had a representation there from Prince George's County, which was me. So I had to make sure I was there and represented.
Good.
I think it's fabulous with your background to represent the entire state of Maryland and show the United States, what quality women leadership we have, and this is just hot.
Pekin County's huge.
Now, listeners, they're talking about how I'm hot, but you need to see these 2. When I came to the front door, they are standing there looking absolutely beautiful and hot. They need to have pictures on their website because I tell you, their voices don't do them any justice. They are gorgeous, both of them, and they're hot and they're intelligent. So, yes, you need to give these ladies a round of applause too as well.
Thank you.
Meanwhile, that just translates to we're undateable.
Exactly. So tell us about, so what's coming up. Tell us about your platform. The veterans' employment.
Well, again, as you stated earlier, I was in the military for 9 years, and I served my country with honor and respect and dignity, and I have so much love for it, and will always love the military. So when I started working at the Department of Veterans Affairs, I really had a chance to really see up front the challenges and the initiatives that were out there for veterans and their families, and I just think that we need to make sure we take care of these heroes when they come home. We have to take care of their families, and it's one thing for them to fight for our country on a continuous basis, and it's another thing.
She's getting emotional, folks. It's okay. Take your time. No, it's okay. It's okay. This is a pro-military show.
Right, I know.
This is a big pro-military show, and we did have someone come on in the show a couple of months ago that talked about this huge gap between when they leave the military and go into the civilian force.
Right. We need to make sure that we take care of them. There was one particular organization inside of the DVA, which is called the VEX. It's the Veterans Employment Coordination Service, and they focus their efforts strictly on those soldiers who come back from Iraq and Afghanistan, excuse me, and they take them through the whole step process of getting their resumes together, making sure that their families are okay. I mean, it's just really a service that you just really want to focus on. I'm so proud of them, and I've been working with them hand in hand since I've been at the DVA, so I'm really proud of that particular organization.
Because it is quite daunting and overwhelming for these young men and women, isn't it?
It is, and especially you're fighting for your country, you're fighting for the freedoms, and then you come home and you can't get a job.
Right.
And it's
Yeah.
one thing when you've been fighting so long and you want to come home and you want to take care of your families. They're not asking for handouts. They're not.
No.
They just want jobs just like you and I. That's all they're asking for. And we have to do a great job in making sure that we put as much effort into making sure that these soldiers are taken care of.
What can we do to help?
I think one of the biggest things that we can do, first and foremost, and I always tell people, if you don't remember anything else that I say when you're listening to me talk, is that if you
It's
are
hard
in a
to focus on
position,
what you say when you look this good.
thank you.
You're welcome.
When you're if you're in a position in a company to hire, take a consideration of hiring veterans. If you are a hiring manager in your company and you are actually in that form to actually hire, consider veterans.
Know your
I just want
workers.
everybody to just consider they're hard workers, they're dependent, they have
Disciplined.
integrity. If they could fight for our country, don't you think they could fight for your company?
Yeah,
Ooh.
absolutely. That's a
Ooh,
great
I just got
point.
chills down my
Think about
spine.
it. Yeah.
That's a wonderful point.